G'day trainers, I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to the final video of the Bulbasaur line. Today we are going to be covering everything there is to know about the magnificent beast that is Venusaur. Before we jump right into that though, I do want to remind everyone of the little giveaway we are running here on the Pokeboy channel, and that is to go in the running to win a copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet when it's released. To see how to enter this competition and be in the running for these amazing prizes, watch through till the end of the video and I'll show you exactly how. Now sit down, strap in, and enjoy. Venusaur, the seed Pokemon, is the fully evolved form of Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. This immovable and powerful natural tank can be primarily found within the Kanto region. However, it is not impossible to find them throughout the Pokemon world, with some notable exceptions of course. This gentle giant can go from lazing in the sun to one of the most ferocious battlers in mere moments. Don't sleep on the big sleepy boy, because it will be the biggest mistake of your life. Venusaur have two special evolutions and forms they can take, but I'll discuss those shortly. Venusaur's Pokédex entry states, there is a large flower on Venusaur's back. The flower is said to take on vivid colours if it gets plenty of nutrition and sunlight. The flower's aroma soothes the emotions of people. Ivysaur is number 003 in the National Dex, as well as the Kanto Pokédex. And just like Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, Venusaur is a dual-type Pokemon, with their primary type being Grass and its secondary type being Poison. Venusaur will have the ability Overgrow, which simply increases the damage of Grass-type moves if you have low HP remaining. They can also have the hidden ability Chlorophyll, which will double the Pokemon's speed if it's in a battle with harsh sunlight bearing down. Again, identically to Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, Venusaur has no immunity to any other Pokemon typing, but does have a few they're resistant to. Fighting, Water, Electric, and Fairy type moves will only do half damage, while Grass type moves will do quarter damage. There are 4 types that Venusaur is weak to, and they are Fire, Flying, Psychic, and Ice types. All other moves damage normally. The 2 most powerful moves that a Venusaur can naturally learn once it evolves are Double Edge, a normal physical type attack which boasts an attack power of 120 with 100% accuracy, which they will learn upon reaching level 51, and Solar Beam, a grass type special attack which has an attack power of 120 and accuracy of 100%, which they can learn once they reach level 58. However, if the Ivysaur did not evolve right away, then it's possible to have a much lower level Venusaur which knows these moves. The 2 most powerful moves that a Venusaur can currently learn are Hyper Beam, a normal type special move which boasts a massive attack power of 150 and an accuracy of 90%, which it can learn from TM08, and Giga Impact, a normal type physical attack with huge power level of 150 and accuracy of 90% also. Again, for all of the Pokemon breeders out there, you are able to breed a Bulbasaur which can hatch with the egg move Skull Bash. This move is a normal type physical attack with the power of 130 and accuracy of 100%. To do this, one of the Bulbasaur's parents must be either a Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, or Avalugg. Venusaur has a minimum base stat total of 525, with special attack and special defense being the highest. However, if properly trained and preferable nature is present, then at level 100, their HP will be their highest stat. No surprise here, speed would be their lowest. And just like with Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, the entire family line has an 87.5% chance that they will hatch a male, and only a 12.5% chance that they'll be a female. Being somewhat rarer Pokemon, they can also be more difficult to catch. They have got a base catch rate of 11.9%, meaning that if you were to throw a plain old Pokeball at one, there is an 89.1% chance for breaking out. This number can be increased or decreased based on many factors, like level, status effects, items used, and of course, let's not forget about how much HP they've got remaining. The entire family are slow levelers, and that could be because they draw so much energy from time spent absorbing the sun's harsh rays. But once you have dedicated the time and effort required, you will have an immovable object standing by your side. They are a part of 2 separate egg groups, being both the grass and monster groups, and on average, once you're carrying a Bulbasaur Pokéegg, you'll need to travel roughly 5,200 steps, or 3.8 kilometers for the average height of a man. On average, Venusaur weigh 100 kilos, or 220 pounds, and are roughly 2 meters tall, or 6 feet and 7 inches. Venusaur is the final naturally evolved form of the Bulbasaur line. However, this Pokemon has two incredible powers at its disposal. First, Mega Evolution. Venusaur is able to temporarily Mega Evolve into Mega Venusaur through the use of Venusaurite. When Mega Evolved, they weigh 155.5 kilos, or 342.8 pounds, and stand 2.4 meters tall, or 7 feet 10 inches. In this form, they have a minimum base stat of 625, with defense being their single best stat, regardless of level or nature. And Gigantamax. Venusaur is also able to temporarily Gigantamax, which drastically increases its size and HP. While in this gargantuan form, they weigh, well, no one knows. They're simply too massive to have ever been weighed before. In regards to their height, we only have an at least this tall type of estimate. As they become so huge, it's almost impossible to tell. However, they are at least 24 meters tall, or 78 feet 9 inches. Venusaur are very large and bulky quadrupeds with a bluish-green skin with bumps all over its body. Apart from getting larger and wider, their heads and face stay rather similar throughout all their evolutions, but now with smaller, more circular eyes and 4 pointed teeth along the bottom of their jaw to accompany the two on top, they also have small ears with a kind of reddish-pink combination on the insides. Venusaur keep the 3 sharp claws on each of its feet, and the biggest change, apart from their size, is the bud that was previously on its back. It has now fully bloomed and grown into a giant pink flower covered in white spots all over its petals. It is being supported and held up by a thick brown trunk which is now surrounded by fronds. Just like in its previous stages, there are 2 very thick and powerful vines which can come out from the plant on its back. These can be used as weapons, or even additional appendages. There is a slight difference between male and female Venusaur, and that is that female Venusaur have a large seed in the center of the flower. This flower grows very vibrant and puts on an incredibly sweet yet calming aroma when the Venusaur absorbs a large amount of sunlight. This scent is very well known to calm both humans and Pokemon, and it can become even more effective and aromatic after a rainy day. Venusaur have been seen manipulating nature, causing flowers to bloom and flora to thrive. We've also seen Venusaur use more than its 2 core vines from its back. How many can it grow? Who knows? As Mega Venusaur, the flower on its back grows a fair amount larger, and 2 smaller and very pink flowers bloom, one on its forehead and one on its bum. The sheer weight of the flower causes Venusaur to develop much sturdier and much more powerful legs and back in order to support it. Additional leaves with woody stems which are supported by the vines are grown around the flower. Mega Venusaur also developed dark markings on its forehead below the new flower. Venusaur is also able to temporarily Gigantamax, which drastically increases its size and HP. As Gigantamax Venusaur, it becomes even larger with its flower blooming even further, to the point that it's now covering its entire body. These flowers have a much taller bud, along with extremely thick and springy petals that are capable of shielding Gigantamax Venusaur and deflecting any but the most serious of attacks. Its eyes have light green outers and orange irises. More foliage grows from under its flower, and the trunk that supports it becomes shorter as it would be too incredibly heavy to remain at the previous length. There are several light green markings located around the belly, and Gigantamax Venusaur attacks with its thick vines, which are said to be powerful enough to topple down a 10-story building. Gigantamax Venusaur's flower can spread enough pollen in a similar fashion to a volcanic eruption. Breathing in this pollen can cause uncontrollable sneezing, and inhaling large amounts can even cause fainting. However, this pollen also promotes plant growth in areas where it lands. Venusaur are seen to be staunch protectors of other Pokemon. They often take up the position of a matriarch or leader of a forest or plains and take care of all that live there, most notably protecting them from humans, regardless if they mean harm to these Pokemon or not. They often take the lead in their own family lines as well, as we have seen Venusaur lead evolutionary ceremonies for both Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. It goes without saying, but this gigantic creature is not one you want to do wrong by. There are several well-known Venusaur. May, one of our protagonists from the Hoenn region and then the Kanto Battle Frontier, is probably tied for the most well-known Venusaur user. We see it when she first catches her Bulbasaur in the Forbidden Forest, but after she departs ways from Ash, she clearly trains a lot, because the next time we see her, that sweet little Bulbasaur is now a monstrous Venusaur. Corey's Venusaur. Who could ever forget Brute Root? The Venusaur from Pokemon the first movie. It belongs to Pokemon trainer Corey, and it was most notably seen doing battle against the cloned Venusaur that Mewtwo had created. Drake, the Orange Island's champion, also uses a Venusaur to battle with. We see it do battle against Ash's Tauros, but our beloved protagonist was able to secure the victory with a takedown. The other most well-known Venusaur belongs to top trainer Red. His Venusaur, nicknamed Saur, evolved when it did battle against the hybrid of the legendary bird Pokemon of Kanto. Saur was also Red's second Pokemon, and the one he received from Professor Oak. Like its pre-evolutions, Venusaur love to be in direct sunlight, so opting for plains is usually where they will live. They are primarily found in the Kanto and Hoenn regions, but these magnificent beasts are very rare. It is not very often that you will find one out in the wild. Alright trainers, that was everything we know about Venusaur. Tell me, what was your favourite fact? Was there something that maybe you didn't know before this video? Let me know down below. Now, the competition to win Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet upon release. Very, very simple. All you need to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and of course, the most important one, leave a comment down below of which of the 3 starter Pokemon you're going to be picking. Will it be Fuecoco, Sprigatito, or Quaxly? Me personally, I'm going to be picking Sprigatito, but I'm interested to see why you're picking yours. And if you are looking for a second entry, head on over to the Pokeboy Twitter. I'll leave the link down below and put it on screen right now. All you need to do is follow me there, and of course, tweet at me the same thing. Which starter Pokemon are you going to be picking? Good luck trainers, and I'll see you in the next video.